1555 following approach, expect runway 10 right. 2027 following approach low, expect runway 10 right.
10 right, red fire.
Fast Charlie Romeo cross Nike at 4000, cleared RNAV 31 left approach.
Scouts 3530, contact tower, have a day.
Over to tower, take care, Scouts 3530.
Number 6088, modest precipitation, 12 across, 6 miles, 10 mile diameter.
Cover 6088, thanks.
Number 6088, contact approach 126.9er.
26.9er, cover 6088.
Connected to PilotEdge.
Press 24, ready. The 347, proceed via the class Charlie cutout. The 347, traffic 2 to 3 o'clock, 3 miles eastbound, altitude indicates 2000. The 347, traffic 3 o'clock, 2 miles eastbound, altitude indicates 1,900.
We'll be looking for him.
So 347, squawk VFR, contact Christian Advisor 119.0. Good day. Rate of service terminated. Seems to advise frequency improvements until a little bit of moderate precipitation over McDonald's 5 mile diameter.
Afternoon, Giant 3524, descending on the hood through 60.
So Flusk 238, 9400, south.
Runway 10 right.
Expect 10
238,
right.
approach, clear ILS runway 16 right approach, you can delete the rest of the speed if you like. Okay, we'll clear for the ILS 16 right, last 238.
I guess the stream overlay is not working. Shocker there. Streamer tools. Yeah, it's not working. Project Fly, man. So disappointing.
Departure rate is 2879, is 1.5, climbing 6000, Portland 1. Present 2879, Portland departure, rate of contact.
Delta 198 Heavy, 1000 for 6000, descending via the Mariner.
198 Heavy, settle approach, good morning. Clear ILS 16 left approach.
Clear ILS 16 left approach, Delta 198 Heavy.
63 for cross Newburgh, got above 3000, cleared ILS 92 to approach McMinnville, full proceeding.
Is that fan on? Yeah. Alright. Getting our cargo loaded. We're heading to Seattle. Move over. Nah. All right, we're gonna go with, I already did all the sim brief weights. So I need 8 pellets, 9,000 pounds of cargo, 23,000 pounds of fuel, 0 fuel weight, 285.4, so that's right. So we'll hit load, get the loading started. Usually don't need maintenance until about 10 flights in. This is the 3rd flight. All right. Let's come down here and do the position in it. So K, where am I? EUG, reference airport, make sure it's close, which it is. So we'll copy and paste that. Do a fire test. All these handles are up. That one's to the left. That's the APU. Do a quick check. Park and brake is on. Let's get all these things set up. Seattle's elevation is 430 MSL. Auto 2. I've got a external air conditioner hooked up to the plane, so we'll get some environment going. There we go, we're cooking. Let's come over here to sim brief, and that's my fuel. 0 fuel weight matches, so we'll come down here. Eugene is altimeter 3002. And that was kilo. I'm sure it's changed now, and they were using the 16s. So we'll plan for 16 right. Seattle is currently landing south. So we'll file that. We are heavy. Slant Lima, IFR 28,000. Portland is the alternate, so we'll file that away. And then let's check out some current ATIS, see if any of that's changed. 125.22. And for PilotEdge, you gotta pop these things up, otherwise you won't hear anything.
Ceiling 4,500 broken, 6,000 overcast, temperature 6, dew point 4, altimeter 3002, arriving and departing runways 16 left, 16 right. Visual approaches in use. Simultaneous approaches to parallel runways in use. Read back all runway assignments and hold short instruction. Advise on initial contact. You have information Kilo.
Alright, still Kilo.
Eugene Mahlon, Sweetfield.
So
8 is
nothing's
information
changed
Kilo.
there.
1754.
Ground is 121.7. Sounds like the fueling is done. Tower is 18.9. So, got all that programmed in. Once you put in the altimeter, you hit that little thing, and that will set the first officer side. So now that shows 3002. Little shortcut. Let's remove the stairs, LSU, fuel truck, loader, and we'll close up all the doors. Okay. Afternoon, Eugene, ground, FedEx 3171 Heavy at cargo with Kilo, IFR Seattle.
FedEx 3171 Heavy, Eugene clearance, clear the Seattle Airport. Eugene 1 departure, vectors portal, then as filed, maintain 900,000, squawk 7306.
Cleared the Seattle via Eugene 1 departure, radar vectors portal, then as filed, climb maintain 900,000, squawk 7306, FedEx 3171 Heavy.
FedEx 3171 Heavy, read back correct?
Alright, so we got our clearance as filed, so now I need to start this FedEx thing. Hey Noel, just watching on the Rebel 3, all good. What is a Rebel 3? Alright, so I need my FedEx ACARS. Get some FedEx going here. It's a virtual airline. That's the only virtual airline I'm with. Move this over. What's a Rebel 3? Alright, operations. We're going to charter a flight from EUG to Seattle in a 763. And then I'll come to flights, refresh. Cargo for this trip is 87.4, and we're going to fly at 28,000. All right, FedEx is working. That's what this thing is. It's my ACARS for FedEx. So anyway, I might as well brief the flight. So we're here, cargo, and we're going to plan for 16 right. For the Eugene 1, top altitude 9,000, so we'll do a heading of 164. And then he'll vector us to portal. A lot of rain on the way. Portal and then battleground. So we're going to go to portal and then pick up battleground for the Hawk 7 arrival into Seattle. which will probably end up taking the south transition, which would be Vashon at 6,000, 210 knots. And we'll turn around and we'll land probably south into Seattle, and we'll park up here at Cargo 3. So that essentially is the flight plan. We're going to be beating some weather along the way. Otherwise, it should be pretty good. So, Noel, if you're there, can you explain to me what a Rebel 3 is? All right, so route EUG SEA FedEx 3171. If you're in a commercial airline or anything commercial, you always combine your call sign. Only in general aviation do you say the numbers individually. So it's FedEx 3171. If this was a GA flight, then it would be November 3171. But you always combine your numbers for commercial. 1399 instead of 1399er. So you always combine them for commercial. Little tidbit of information for you. All right. I'm not going to worry about company route. We're going to do, I don't know, 16 right for runway.
American correction Delta 1300, traffic approach 128.65.
And then route. So we're going to go to Portal, PORTL. Depart 16 right. And then we're going to grab the
Shell clearance, Giant 2573, radio check.
from Battleground.
Delta 1400, approach, expect visual approach runway 8, descend to maintain 4000.
That will extend the center line. Go to legs. Get rid of that disco.
Calling for a flying clear.
And Seattle clearance, Giant 2573 heavy. We're at the cargo ramp, IFR to Oakland.
Giant 2573 heavy, go to the Oakland Airport, Harbor 6 departure, has good transition as file, climb via SID. Except maintain 9,000, squawk 5602.
Fuel reserves.
Giant 2573 heavy, clear to Oakland, Harrop 6 departure, his scoot transition, climb via SID. Up to 9,000 and squawk, or expect 9,000, 10 minutes after departure, squawk 5602.
Giant 2573, your initial is 9,000, and read back is correct.
Our initial altitude 9,000, Giant 2573 up.
Reserves. Fuel reserves is reserves 4.3. Cost index 214. So when I said it was 4.3, zero fuel weight, 285.4. Yeah, that matches. And then it was 214 cost index, and we're gonna fly at 280. All right, let me check these flight restrictions. So let's bring up AV tab, airports, Seattle, arrival, Hawk 7.
Double ground United 1829 approaching spot 3 whiskey request taxi.
All right, what do we got here? We got battleground, parade above 220, so that's fine.
Yeah,
Hawks
1829, Double ground 83 for Los
270 above
Taxi, Golf Whiskey
12,000.
Alpha.
Here's a little tidbit information. For this plane, you do not...
Roger, we've calculated performance for 3-4 right. Can we go for the right one?
1829,
3-4 right, taxi fire, Foxtrot, thanks. United 1829.
The volume control doesn't work. That's weird. Anyway, the thing with this is anything in between, this plane will not load in between altitudes. It's a complaint I have made to Flight Factor. It will only do single, above, or below. So that's your only choices. So only the Airbus will load in between altitudes, which is why it's my favorite airplane, because it just has a much better VNAV. But we'll make it work. Craig, Hawk, and then line. I'm not gonna worry about Pikes. It's 15,000. 12. We'll just make it 13,000 at. Why does it say 15? 15's fine. And then is it 250? And then we're probably gonna go to Calvé and then Breve. 11,000. So it's hard coding in these altitudes. All right. And then 8,000. 7,000, 6,000 at 210. So that looks fine. All right, so I guess I can go to route and we'll activate, execute the flight plan, go back to legs, and everything should be hard coded, which it is.
Denver Tower United 1829, turn on to Foxtrot 1 for 3-4 right for the ready.
Yeah, 1829, Denver Tower 34 right, close to go.
Close takeoff 3-4 right, United 1829.
Takeoff. So we're going to do 5 flaps. CG trim is 4. So we got hydraulics, so we're going to trim that at 4. We're going to derate to 50. We got winds 10 at 4. Six Celsius. There's no runway. That's weird. Oh, it didn't put it in there. 16 right. Takeoff. Runway 16 right. Now it's got all the components. So we'll do speed on. VR is 140. So that's what I need now. All right, so we're gonna come down here.
The 1400 clear visual approach runway 8. United 1829 gun departure.
Departure United 1829.
Alright, so we got... Alright, we got this knob here for our
United 1829
VREF.
Denver departure at a contact, climb and maintain follow
See if I move
230.
over a little bit. Do this way.
Delta 1400, contact tower 18.7.
So 134, 140, 151, 134.
Phoenix Tower, Delta 1400.
140.
We are on the visual for runway 8.
And
Delta 1400, Phoenix
151.
Tower 98, clear to land, wind 0707.
Runway 8, clear to land, Delta 1400.
That'll be 160. All right, got our V speeds plugged in. All right. Autopilot. Let me see. That's manual. So. Put that on 20. So that. Yeah, that is. Thanks. Let's come up here. Now that's on auto. Once you put on our map mode, it go automatically go to auto now. That's a change they made. I like to bump this up to 200. And we are clear up to 9,000. So we'll VS here a little bit. And what I say, it was 164 for the initial heading. And we'll put that to heading mode. So autopilot is set. Looks like we're good on hydraulics. Got an engine display. Turn on some fuel pumps. Nothing in the center tank, so we don't need those middle ones on. Turn on the beacon. And we're going to use the high pressure unit right here to start the engines. So we're going to go to ground on engine 2. Wait for the N2 to rise. Wait for we see some oil pressure. And then it's usually around 16, 17. We'll add fuel. That way you don't hot start it. Alright, we'll add fuel. You can watch the engine parameters come up and alive. And then we'll let's push this out. And we'll put this one on ILS. Once this gets to about 20 into, I'll start engine 1. It's close enough. Ground, engine 1. Wait till we get some oil pressure showing, just to make sure we have oil pressure. There we go.
Phoenix Tower, Delta 1400. We've exited the runway right side on Bravo.
Delta 1400, taxi around via Charlie.
Right via Charlie, Delta 1400. Have a great one.
see what cruise says now. Yeah, that's cool.
United 1829, contact number center 133.67.
Once that comes up with 20, we can turn on the left and right
Giant
gens.
2573 Heavy, information hotel, ready to taxi.
United 1829, number center, call maintain for level 380.
Left utility bus is not on.
Giant 2573
There
Heavy,
we
sail
go.
runway 16 left, taxi via Bravo.
Disconnect the external power.
16 left via Bravo, Giant 2573.
Can remove the rest of the stuff. Turn off the isolation valves. You only need them to start the engines, whether it be high pressure unit or APU. Actually, the APU would be this one if you need to start the engine. Alright, I don't need the better pushback, so we're gonna do flaps 5. What in the world? I certainly did not mean to do that. Stop it, weirdo. Alright. Should be 5 flaps. We're gonna do auto brake for RTO, which is rejected takeoff. And we will arm the spoilers. To do that, you would think you would grab here and like drag, but that doesn't work obviously. That just moves that handle. So the only way to effectively arm these spoilers is to see the hand is the same, but it does go away and then reappear. So you arm it by clicking there, and that arms the spoilers. It took me forever to figure that out. And we got do terrain. Terrain data is loaded. We're going to do
Oakland clearance, good morning. Cirrus 968 Kilo Mike, like to pick up IFR to Auburn.
weather data. It's not on yet. No data. So put weather. Guess it's testing the, yeah, it's testing the weather.
68 Kilo Mike, Oakland clearance for the open airport. Solid 5 departure. Altum transition then asphalt. Climb via SID exit, maintain 4000, squawk 3466.
Good test.
All right, 968 Kilo Mike, cleared to Auburn, Solid 5 Altam, then it's filed.
Okay.
Squawk 3466, and the altitude instead of the SID was what now?
So we got weather there, terrain there.
4000.
Climb via the SID except 4000, 968 Kilo Mike.
8 Kilo Mike, repeat correct.
Let's do some cargo heat. Traffic. TCAS is standby, so we need a squawk code of 7306.
Shadow Tower, Giant 2573 Heavy, shorter runway 16 left.
Giant 2573 Heavy, sail tower 16 left,
Charlie.
go for takeoff.
165 clear for takeoff, Giant 2573.
Turn that thing on. Check ATIS again.
Temperature 6, dew point 4, altimeter 3003. Arriving and departing runways 16 left, 16 right. Visual approaches in use. Simultaneous approaches to parallel runways in use. Read back all runway assignments and hold short instructions. Advise on initial contact that you have information, Lima.
Alright. So we got Lima. Come up here, we'll turn on our taxi lights. And let's check our controls. All that works. We got rudders. Put that on engine display right now. I think we're ready to roll. Eugene ground, FX 3171 heavy at cargo, current with Lima, ready to taxi.
Giant 3171 heavy, ground runway 16 right, taxi via Alpha.
16 right via Alpha. I meant FedEx 3171 heavy, if I didn't say that.
Giant 2573 heavy, contact departure.
All right, off to departure, Giant 2573 heavy.
I think he just confused us too. That's okay. All right, so let's get out of here. I've been looking at the Flight Factor Airbus A350 that they're working on in conjunction with Tullis, I think, is from what I've been reading on the threshold. And the pictures that X-Plane or someone put,
heavy, CL departure,
anyways,
contact,
Flight Factor put them up,
5000.
of the cockpit just looks awesome. Looks awesome. It's going to be a day 2 buy for me because make sure all the kinks are out of it, but really cool looking glass cockpit. I wish these displays were bigger. It might look bigger in VR. This plane actually looks pretty good in VR. I just got a new VR headset for Christmas, so I haven't tested it with X-Plane yet, but this will be definitely one of the top airplanes that I fly VR with. Just because I don't fly this one as much as my Airbus. And when I do VR, I typically don't like to stream it. Well, I mean, I do stream VR, but it's just hard to get that Move VR to work sometimes. Winds 010 at 4 knots, so that's pretty much not going to do anything. Eugene 1, 164 on the heading. My new VR, I've been messing with DCS, trying to get that optimized because that's what I primarily use VR for. When I stream, I like to use all my monitors and laptops and charts. It's just way easier than trying to have this headset on and fight with that. All right. $18.9 for tower and departures $19.6. 18.9, 19.6. We are ready to go. Eugene Tower, FedEx 3171 heavy, holding short at 16 right.
FedEx 3171 heavy, Eugene Tower 16 right, clear for takeoff.
16 right, clear for takeoff, FedEx 3171 heavy.
Giant 2573 heavy, contact Seattle Center 126.6. Giant 2573, Seattle Center, climb maintain level 330.
Everything's in the green. Let's go. Got V1, VR, rotate. Positive rate. Gear coming up. And I'm going to wait till I get a vector before I go any faster.
FedEx 3171, contact departure.
Over to departure, FedEx 3171 heavy, see ya. Cascade, and we're using Eugene 1, I don't even need to say that. Cascade departure, FedEx 3171 heavy, 2,500 for 9,000.
FedEx 3171 heavy, Cascade departure at a contact, proceed direct to portal.
Proceed direct to portal, FedEx 3171 heavy. So we're gonna do, I guess a 180. So I probably want 020. And we'll increase our speed to 250.
Number 968 Kilo Mike, Oakland runway 2 at right, taxi via Charlie. FedEx 3171, contact Seattle Center 135.15.
Seattle Center 135.15, FedEx 3171 Heavy. 135. Seattle Center, FedEx 3171, 6,000 for 900,000.
FedEx 3171, Seattle Center, climb maintain flight level 280.
Climb maintain flight level 280, FedEx 3171. So once you get to centers, you don't have to say heavy anymore, which is why I didn't. And I want to go direct to portal, so direct portal, execute. I'll turn that a little bit. Turn down the engine a little bit. Guess I can turn off the terrain. I'll leave the weather on that one. We'll tilt it down to push that out to 40 miles. We're at 10,000. Let's increase our speed to 290. And we'll hold it at 280 for the climb. Got some rain there. We can turn off these landing lights. Turn off the taxi lights. Cabin pressure should be rising. It is.
Center 68 Kilo Mike, Oakland Tower 2 right, clear to go.
So we got traffic now once you leave the ground. Alright, we are programmed for landing south. So once we get past Portal, we'll make a second flight plan to land north, just in case the winds change on us. You're basically at transition altitude, so we'll go ahead and change that. So we'll do standard. Two.
November 8 Kilo Mike, connect, NorCal departure. November 68 Kilo Mike, NorCal departure, to contact, call my main day 900,000.
Alright, so now we're making a left turn toward Battleground, which
United
is
1829, contact,
70
Salt Lake Center
miles.
133.25.
So let's come down here.
133.25, United 1829.
We're gonna go to route 2, AUG, Seattle.
Salt Lake Center, United 1829, flight level 380.
United 1829, Salt Lake Center, roger.
Arrival, Hawk 7, Battleground, 34 center from Sonder. And that would be route 2 legs. So that would be 34 center. From Sonder. And then Lori, I think. Yeah, Sonder, Lori. So that's all correct. So we are ready to change that up if need be. Right now we're gonna go back to Route 1, which is the active flight plan. Made it up to the blue skies. Do a step climb here. Actually, I'm just going to do a flight level change. Do 290.
Giant 2573, connect Seattle Center 135.15.
135.15, Giant 2573 Heavy.
I think we're going to end up blowing right by it. Nope. Alright, there we go. Yeah, we're good.
Center, Giant 2573, level left, flight level 330.
Giant 2573 Seattle Center, roger.
So we got 62 miles to the top of descent. And get some better radar there. Got to really tilt it down when you're this high up. You could probably get better frames without that thing on. So, what is it? That one? Actually, I didn't really do anything to my frames. Getting 25. Yeah, that doesn't do anything to frames, so I'll leave it up. Alright, so D8 is India, landing south. So I can expect the south transition for the Hawk 7 arrival. And the altimeter is 3002. Loading in scenery. ATIS is 118.0. So get that ready. And like I said, when we descend, we can go down to 6,000 feet. Our top of descent is right there. Let's check our arrival one last time while we're up here. So legs, most importantly, is say pikes. 14,000. So that's fine. Breathe is 10,000. That's fine. Neats, 8,000. Let me make sure that this other one, like Perry, above 22, so all that looks fine. Neats, yeah, 8,000. Key West is 7,000 above at 230. Fashion 6,210.
Albuquerque Center, South 4696.
And then we'll get vectored for the ILS. So everything's still looking good. 31 miles to top of descent.
Southwest 4690, South Albuquerque
We'll
Center.
be on the ground at
runway 8 transition, Phoenix altimeter 3017.
28.
Top
of descent's 2002.
Runway 8. Could I get the altimeter one more time, please?
So you got 2 minutes. Be on the ground in 20 minutes. 20 minutes, 25 minutes.
30177, 4696.
The descent forecast.
November 8 Kilo Mike, contact ground call approach 127.4.
Okay.
Oakland Center, Bonanza 49 Lima Papa 8000.
November 49 Lima Papa, Oakland Center, roger.
I wish we could open up the door in like walk into.
Radar 68 Kilo Mike, no call approach. Over an altimeter 3011.
That would be cool.
Seattle Center, Giant 2573 Heavy. Just double checking what frequency are we supposed to be on?
Giant 2573, 135.15.
At about 5 miles,
copy that,
I'll
Jumping
tell them
Giant
I'm at my
2573.
top of descent.
Giant 2573 on 135.15.
Roger.
Seattle Center, FedEx 3171. I'm at my top of descent.
FedEx 3171, descend via the Hawk 7 arrival altimeter 3002 and contact Seattle Center 126.6.
Descend via the Hawk 7 arrival 3002, Seattle Center 126.6, FedEx 3171. Alright. 6,000. 126.6. Seattle Center, FedEx 3171, descending via the Hawk 7, leaving 276.
FedEx 3171, Seattle Center, roger.
Alright, I have no idea. So, I guess, what should we do? Let's do 16 center. Is that a Cat 3? Yeah, it is. So I'll plan for 16 center, which I think I already have in there. No, 16 left, so we'll just stick with that. That's fine. One 6 left. 6 left is also a Cat 3, so if we needed the auto land, which I might actually try it. This plane does a pretty good auto land. 16 left, 110.3. And that would be 164. Fuel is balanced, so we don't have to worry about that. Let's get ATIS.
Visibility 10. Ceiling 3,600 broken. 4,300 overcast. Temperature 9er. Dew point 4. Altimeter 3002. Arriving and departing runways 16 center, 16 left, 16 right. Visual approaches in use. ILS runway 16 center, runway 16 left, and runway 16 right approach in use. Simultaneous approaches to parallel runways in use. Simultaneous approaches in use between Seattle and Boeing Field. Traffic below you on final. VFR departures, contact clearance delivery. Advise on course heading, altitude, and if flight following is requested. Read back all runway assignments and hold short instructions. Advise on initial contact. You have information India. 5.
You'll know if you're on profile by this thing. This is your descent profile. So as long as that's in the middle, you'll know you're on Q. At Hawks we have to be above 12,000, so we're fine. Right on target.
November 8 Kilo Mike, proceed direct to Rosie, cross Rosie at 3000, clear the RNAV runway 7. Southwest 4696, connect Phoenix approach 128.65.
.65, 4696.
Alright, we're at our transition altitude. So we'll set that for 3002, which is right there. Click that. Set that for 3002.
Southwest 4696, Phoenix approach, expect visual approach, runway 7 left.
There's no icing right now, but we'll keep an eye on that. If we have to, we can turn on where they are, right here. That's all the engine icing. Wing de-ice, engine de-ice. Drag required. Alright, I guess we need to slow down.
FedEx 3171, connect Seattle approach 125.6.
Seattle approach 125.6, FedEx 3171. See you. Seattle approach, FedEx 3171 heavy, descending via the Hawk 7 arrival. Leaving 15,900 current with India, request ILS 16 left approach.
FedEx 3171 heavy, expect ILS 416 left.
And I can expect that, FedEx 3171, thanks. So I'm being held at 15,000 because Pikes had that VNAV thing.
$18.29. You 1929, you can make that request several sectors now down, and then you can proceed to Pixie now.
So we could turn on our terrain. Does have some mountains. Like terrain on this one and weather on that one. I need to make that a little better. There you go. It's like there's some rain out there unless that's pinging off the ground. I think that's pinging off the mountains. So Pikes is 250, so. ILS is showing up. On 10.3, course 164. Yeah, that's good. No DME yet, so it's not picking it up.
Jet speed 304, Denver Center, Roger.
Looks like we're heading to Kofei next. And then Breve is between 10 and 11,000. All right, I'm gonna turn off this weather. Lower that to 20, and we'll lower this one to 10. Still on profile.
Southwest 4696, Phoenix Airport, 10 o'clock, 16 miles.
Airport in sight, Southwest 4696.
Southwest 4696, clear visual approach, runway 7 left.
Neats
Clear
is
visual approach,
above
runway 7
830
left,
at
Southwest
230 knots. Seattle's wind 270 at 5. So a tiny bit of a right crosswind, that's fine. Neats is above 8,000, so we're good there. At 230 knots at Neats, so we should slow down in a second. There we go. Get our landing lights going. Uh, 100 and full flaps. 25 degrees.
Report condition 5 bar in the air on this frequency on the ground 122.2 frequency change approved.
So final will be like 145.
Yeah, we'll go ahead and cancel with you. We got Auburn in sight, 968 Kilo Mike.
8 Kilo Mike, for concession received, Squawk maintain
Actually,
VFR.
Yeah.
Squawk VFR, thank you. Have a good day.
Alright.
FedEx 3171 Heavy, descend to maintain 4,000.
Descend to maintain 4,000, FedEx 3171 Heavy.
Southwest 4696, contact tower 120.9.
120.9 or Southwest 4696.
That's 230 is flaps 1.
Southwest 4696, Phoenix Tower 97 left, clear line.
Got traffic, we got a bogey. It's almost 2,000 feet below us, so we're fine. Alright, let's do flaps 5. Slow down to 190. Do auto brake to 2. Plenty of runway. Do the seatbelts on for whatever crew might be back there. Seattle is behind me, I think. Let's do 190 at 15 flaps.
United 1829, contact Salt Lake Center 128.72.
Arm the spoilers. Seatbelts are on. Missed approach for 16 left is a Cat 3. Climb to 900. Straight out.
United 1829, Salt Lake Center.
So I can climb to 2,000 initially. So 2,000 initial for mist. And leave that armed. Switch that to the heading mode.
FedEx 3171 Heavy 070.
Return 070, FedEx 3171 Heavy. Slow this down to 178 for flaps 20. Gear down.
FedEx 3171 Heavy, 3 miles from Hell's turn right heading 130, maintain 4,000 total stops, localizer cleared out, 16 left approach.
Heading 130, maintain 4,000 till established on the localizer, cleared ILS 16 left approach, FedEx 3171 Heavy. I don't know why I did that, but I guess it's grabbing the ILS. That's fine. I guess when it grabs the ILS, it automatically changes
around the
that.
echo.
Interesting. I'm still doing 120. Should be 130. And let's grab the localizer. Glide slope is coming down, so we'll arm all 3 autopilots. I can turn off the ground radar. And 160. Tower is 119.9. It's Boeing Field. When I say 160 is 25. And then 150 will be our
FedEx 3171 Heavy, contact tower, 119.9.
Seattle Tower, 119.9er, FedEx 3171 Heavy. Seattle Tower, FedEx 3171 Heavy, establishment of localizer, 16 left.
FedEx 3171 Heavy, Seattle Tower, 16 left, clear line.
16 left, clear to land, FedEx 3171 Heavy.
We're Natalie Lima Papa, contact, Norcal approach 121.3.
Alright, I gotta toggle the reversers on this plane, that's right.
Affirmative.
All right, well, this was a uneventful flight, so that's good.
2500.
It went as planned. Let's check out the scenery as we come in. And I'm going to want ramp 4. So let's slow down to 150. That way we can get stable with our engine power and such. Full flaps.
Number 49 Lima Papa, NorCal approach, expect localizer 092 left approach.
Okay. Get 1917 frames. This plane's horrible in performance, but Airbus I can usually come in here about 23. So it's just the airport surrounding is the hardest area, no doubt.
500. 400. 3. Terrain. 100.
November 9 Lima Papa, proceed direct, wiggle, cross wiggle at 7,000, cleared localizer 092 left approach.
40. 30. 20. 10.
Reversers on. Looks like I missed November, so we'll come down here, exit at Papa, and looks like Bravo Alpha.
FX 3171 heavy, taxi around via Bravo, remain distributed.
To the ramp via Bravo with you, FedEx 3171 heavy, thanks, we'll see you. Alright, so Bravo's his first one. Nice landing. Thanks, Noel. Yeah. If you can't hear me, I'll nod. Alright. Turn that off. I need cargo 3, so it looks like our next turn up here will be our destination. APU is on 100% RPM, we're good. Got power. Can't wait for rotate MD11 to come out.
Jet speed 304, descend
It's
to
gonna be my
discretion,
next
maintain
cargo.
17,000, aspin altimeter 29902. United 1829, descend to discretion, maintain 14,000, visual altimeter 3008.
Disconnected.
All right. That's going to be it. See y'all next stream. Y'all take care.
The 4203 operator service terminated report. Missed search, change the ledge brake super.
Encore 3627, contact Seattle Center on 1100.65. Good.
265 Encore 3627.
Attention all aircraft information Alpha is now current. Portland altimeter 3004.
And for Delta 803, could you verify it's 15,000?
Delta 803, affirmative 15,000, 15,000.
Thank you.